It is episode 10 of my As a Bag of Hammers playthrough of Encased with my beautiful idiot here. I managed to record about 2 hours before realizing that my game audio wasn't recording, so a lot of this is going to be awfully familiar with me if it seems like I'm breezing through it a bit. Halt! Who goes there? A tall, strongly built old man with an assault rifle emerges from the darkness. He doesn't have a badge, but there's an old police tag dangling from his chest. The letters read, Pyotr Zinchuk. He examines you carefully before lowering his weapon. It's late, everyone's already asleep. But the cafe is open. Welcome to the picnic neutral zone. Make yourself at home. Okay, so he's supposed to cue when you're coming in. How can we help? Who are you going to help? Us? Picnic deals with its own problems and doesn't bother with anyone else's. He falls abruptly silent. He scopes you out. As we were speaking about someone else's business, I remembered something. There's a shady spot nearby where bandits lay ambushes for caravans. Why isn't anyone taking care of this? He chuckles. There was this one guy passing through. He also meant to solve this problem, as you say, but he didn't solve it. I don't know why. Well, we're ready to handle it. He takes out an old, battered Kairos. It has badly chafed plastic dowels instead of buttons. Here, look at the map. There they are. Alright, off we go. So one benefit of re-recording is that I actually made it all the way back to the emulator without realizing that I had skipped one of the items that I did need to pick up for that mission, and that is in the Maelstrom observation camp. So let's get headed over there. What do we... Okay, so we do have something built. Let's go ahead and go in stealth. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's detach myself from my two companions and get to work on these mines. Yeah, I see them. You don't have to stop me every time. It's not a lot of experience points, but all these little things really do start to add up quickly. Get my friends back in tow. Alright, so we're supposed to get some telemetry data from here, and it looks like, yeah, we've definitely got company. I'm sure that with my sneak ability, I could easily just get in there, get the data, and leave. But, well, that's no fun. We're here to play a video game. Let's play a video game. That's not to say that stealth games aren't, video games, but... Get him again.
What a blow. Who did this?
Oh, he still hasn't noticed me. So that came up in the Mobius fight the last time. You remember I hit the Mobius and I didn't enter combat right away. I could have kept hitting it. I didn't realize that it hadn't started combat. You see, I managed to get, 3 hits on this guy before he even realized what was going on. Oh, let's see if we can actually back out. Oh. Hoping to pull off the same trick again, but no such luck. Well, Fox, go ahead and get him with the ranged attack, or don't. Some damage. Let's go ahead and skip the turn as opposed to building up what's called action points. Get Crump all the way down into his face before we put fighting stance on.
What the hell are you doing here?
Hi. And with him being right in front, well, that's not going to be. Yeah, let's go ahead
Take these
and
creeps
skip the turn.
downtown, bros.
Okay, so he's calling for help. His buddies will come and join him now. Critical damage of 7. Oh man, you probably should have just run, buddy. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Got to do fighting stance first. So I missed out on a little bit of damage there, but will he notice?
That's it. Your ass is grass. Ah!
Man, I love how many turns I get with my main character. That is absolutely not normal to have a build with 14 AP. That's just because I've used Brain as a dump stat. A choice which has not had the negative consequences yet, and I think that's mostly because of the Savant perk. But by the end, the benefit of that Savant perk will have worn off, and yeah, I'm gonna have to be very cognizant of the fact that this is going to get harder, not easier. That's a good hit. Save up the AP, Grump. Alright, I can cover the distance, but not do anything. Well, let's go ahead and do it. And skip the rest of the turn. Alright, Fox. 84%. Okay, well, where there's 84%, there's 16%.
You scum.
And go ahead and save the AP for next turn.
I'll smack you up.
Ouch. Not as ouch as it looks, though. Ooh, you're clever. He's put himself in what isn't, but what looks like a corner. Is it going to do him much good?
You're dead, asshole.
Skip turn with that, and I should be able to finish him off with very little difficulty. Actually, might as well use this. And back up right away. And we're gonna let this fire burn itself out. And that got me the level up. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take it. So that will max out melee for me, which gives me Berserk, which is really not all that good. That's a huge damage bonus in the first round of combat, but it's also a huge resistance debuff, an evasion debuff, so if anyone attacks you, you are getting hit. It'd be a lot different if you got Berserk on a ranged build, where you're definitely going to be able to land damage in the first turn, but that's not so much the case with my character, especially with the comparatively low initiative, but we're going to take it. And 4 more points into criminal. As for perks, now normally I wouldn't take something that just gives me 30 skill points, but these are skill points that I'm going to take anyway. And this is actually 2.5 levels worth with my build. So I am going to take this. I'm gonna have to do a bit of favoring perks that just give me points, just to keep my character up to snuff. Alright, how many do we have left? 2 left. How do we want to tackle this? We'll probably want to get this guy first. I don't really want to wait for them to separate. So, whoa! Did I throw my sword? Jeez, you can do a lot of damage right off the bat. 1 down, and so I still haven't really figured out what the Psi Confusion actually does, but let's use it.
You scum.
Crit. Yeah, save up that AP. Well, I guess it makes him miss? Alright. Oh, I sent Crump 1 space too far. Yeah, Crump, get right up next to him. And get fighting stance on. This awning's not very helpful here. And I will put fighting stance on myself as well. And 3 hits.
Ow! That's it. Your ass is grass.
Let's see if Fox can do this guy in. Well, that's not a good start. There we go. Alright, was that all of them? It looks like that was all of them. So, oh, boss dies. What did boss have on him? Some beer. Okay. So I'm gonna do my my normal looting session, and see you in a moment. How about that? An upgraded version of my current weapon. That's kind of an easy sell. Let's go ahead and put that on right away. I know I was complaining about not doing enough damage last time. This weapon should be identical in every way, except with more damage. So let's see. 50 to 51. Nice. With the looting taken care of, let's have a look at this terminal here. Terminal has obviously known better days. Its casing went yellow from the desert sun, and the protective screen is covered with fine dust and lots of scratches. System loads with a quiet beep. Text appears on the screen. Pursue science. You pursue science enthusiastically. You connect your Kairos to the mainframe, bustle about with a microscope, measure the screen with a ruler, and hit the keys with your hands. Eventually, your scientific activity bears fruit. A message appears on the screen. Measure the screen with a ruler. Flashes red. Unable to assemble the updated data package. No data from one or more of the scientific group Kairos found. Okay. Well, let's connect the Kairos and slam our head against the keyboard a few times. Let it work. Hit the keyboard with your head until a message appears on the screen. Error 12. Unable to assemble the updated data package. Write bad words on the keyboard and laugh. Activity turns out to be both amusing and involving, so that's why they brought so many computers into the dome. Scientists just need some entertainment. Ask how it's doing. Doesn't answer. Must be very busy. Ah. So I think I figured this out. I think I'm supposed to scan these guys. What kind of gun is that one carrying? Well, whatever it is, I can't take it. Alright, that's got to be all of them. Compile. Hit the keyboard. Updated package, missing or damaged. Pursue science. Compilation complete. Updated package, assembled, and uploaded. Let's press all the rest of the buttons just in case. Well, that's a good sign. Drivers for the emulator project. Okay. Assembled and saved to floppy disk. I like these two elaborate answers. Perform a victory dance. Bite it, science. Take the floppy disk and leave. Take the floppy disk and start praying to it. This is the most scientific science you ever pursued. Or we can just say wham bam. You say wham bam and feel even better. Now we'll do our victory dance. Next on the list is going to be the caravan location the guard at Picnic mentioned. Oh, before we get there though, walking through the desert, you notice a movement not far away. From here, it's difficult to see what happens there. Only rising clouds of dust are visible. Well, I've learned that these ones will actually get me past the event, and I would rather go in. I am looking for experience points after all. What do we have? Wolpers. Okay, we do have a new sword, so let's see about getting close to these guys. Well, no, if you're going to walk in that direction, I will wait patiently. There we go. Hit him. Nice. We get our 2 hits on him again. And hopefully Fox will just do him in. I highly doubt I'll get so lucky with all of them, but might as well try, right? Oops. That's not the button I'm looking for. Let's make sure I actually took everything instead of storing everything. Okay, good. This is just going to get them all involved, but... Or not. I'm getting 9 experience points for these things. Oh, no, I'm getting close to 600. I was getting 9 experience for searching it. Wow. Okay, so this was definitely worth coming in and doing. Oh, so much for a clean sweep there. I forgot to go back into stealth. Alright, so you're going to have to go... Let's go 2 steps forward. Oh, I was wondering why these circles only now came up. It was because Crump and Fox are in stealth at the moment. Alright, let's go ahead and head into this caravan.
Everybody be cool. This is a robbery. Take out all your goods and hoof it peacefully.
We are from the Phalanx. If you try not to scrimp, we'll make a deal.
Fair enough. What do you say to 20%?
Hey, jerk-off. You and your dogs will no longer rob honorable merchants. I'm your death. I'm your retribution. I punish those who are loath to live right. I am Sparrow.
Sparrow? What a stupid nickname. What cartoon are you from, boy? Guys, I don't want to make a deal with these clowns anymore. Just kill them.
That's another benefit of this being the second time I'm recording this. I have made a point of getting Crump and Eiley right next to their position, which in retrospect was actually probably a bad idea because this guy's got a machine gun and he's probably going to just shoot us all. Let's see, let's drop some psi confusion on one of the guys with a gun. Yeah, you. Ow! Okay, let's mouse over and actually read that. So, doesn't deal damage, goes into a state of insanity and might attack its own allies for 1 round. Well, that's... it's not terrible. Let's see, let's go ahead... Yeah, let's go ahead and hit the close one. And... put some more distance between Fox and these guys, because Fox is easily my weakest character. Well, weakest in terms of defense.
Your ass is grass.
You think you can hide from justice in the Orange Wing? Now I will judge you.
An employee is down, some backup.
So you see, that guy decided to just shoot all of us. Despite the fact he hit both of his buddies, he hit both of us. Oh well. That's part of the fight. But in retrospect, I should have gone for the guys on the other side. See if we can finish her off. Well, actually, let's save the fast jab and just punch with the weak weapon. There we go.
You won't even feel.
Okay, how much damage? Okay, she's knocked out for a turn, but it wasn't a whole ton of damage. What I do need to do, though, thanks to Buddy with the machine gun, is heal myself. Go ahead and get behind this guy. We'll get in fighting stance. And let's skip the turn instead of defense. Let's see what we got.
They punched me harder in the boot.
Damn! Need to reload.
Don't say that out loud.
Your ass is grass.
You receive.
What are you thinking?
Your ass is grass.
You know, as much as I'd like to get over there and help Fox, she's not exactly doing too bad, and I'd be wasting a turn to do it. Let's finish this guy off as best we can first. And save that extra point. Okay, so 20 damage is not nothing, but you know, we'll make it. Hopefully I can do this guy in. And okay, so these guys aren't enemies. I'll want to close the gap. More than anything, I want to space out my guys so machine gun dude doesn't shoot my guys anymore. Okay, so what I'll probably do with Fox, since she's really not set up, I mean, she does have melee damage, but she's really not set up to take on a melee like that. So I'm going to have her run all the way to the other side of the fight. And go ahead and skip the rest of your turn.
Your ass is grass. The last. Damn! Need to reload.
Already? How few bullets do you have in that thing?
Your ass is grass.
You're dead, asshole.
Shoots his buddy again. Okay, now, Crump I don't mind being up there. Crump can take... Well, hopefully Crump doesn't have to deal with getting shot by a machine. Really? But it said I can make it all the way. Well, let's skip the
What's wrong
turn.
with you? Huh?
And... Okay, so we have my character. Again, I don't want to get shot by the machine gun, so I am going to move up to here. Some decent hits. Looks like Sparrow has to come down to make that last shot.
Reloading.
And that's that. Okay. The battle ends. Bandits are lying on the sand. One of the Phalanx merchants takes aim at you but lowers his weapon as he makes sure you show no aggression.
I don't like you.
Okay. He looks around, then at you, then spits angrily, choked with outrage. Well, you fucking smartasses, are you happy with the result? Why the hell did you start the fight anyway? Did someone ask you to? The stranger's lips tremble. You have no trace of nobleness in you. Make deals with bandits? I helped you. I saved you from the humiliating deal. And this is you thanking me for saving you? I don't know what the actual end goal of this intimidation check is, so look at these choices. Poke the traitor with one finger and declare, loser. Poke the stranger with one finger and announce, loser. Poke yourself on the chest and loudly say, yeah, let's go with that one. The caravaner chuckles derisively. Well, at least someone around here doesn't overestimate themselves. I advise you not to interfere from now on. They can figure it out without you. Merchant moves away with angry murmuring. With everything thoroughly looted, let's go have a chat with Sparrow.
You come up to the stranger. He clenches your fingers.
My name is Sparrow, or just S. Here, in the desert, I defend the weak and fight for justice. And you? What are you doing?
We are an employee of Project Insulator.
Sparrow massages his temples in puzzlement.
I haven't heard of such a project, but it sounds really important. Can I be a part of it? I'm always looking to make a difference in the world, and maybe that project is exactly what I need. Can I go with you?
Well, you're welcome to head over there. You can join if you wish.
Sparrow looks at your companions. He's a bit dispirited.
I was just thinking, I would like to travel with you, but your team is large enough. I don't want to appear one too many.
He shakes your hand.
I'm gonna go heal my wounds. You know about the picnic, don't you? I'll be there, in case you decide to fight evil with me. Just call me.
So as you've probably caught on, Sparrow is a possible companion. Only issue with Sparrow is that Sparrow's build is basically identical to the build I used the first time I played through the game, that being light weapons and medical. And I've already done that, so I'd like to try something different. So I'm back here at Nashville, well, the parking lot, and I'm here at the behest of Kepler. He wanted me to put some device in the middle of the parking lot, so I'm going to do that. You also note that there are plenty of enemies floating around in this parking lot. Well, I say that just as they've walked away, but there are. We will see them. There we go. They are particularly tough enemies. I don't think I'd have trouble bringing them down, but I am going to stealth my way through this at the moment. So as I mentioned before, the characters I used the first time through were Katarzyna, who we met a while back, and Crump. While I am going to keep Fox, because that is totally new to me, the whole side thing I skipped the first time through. And my character is using a build that is totally unique to this playthrough for me. I am going to be replacing Crump with someone else momentarily, and well, if you've played the game before, then you'll know who that is. If you haven't played the game before, well, you'll find out pretty quick. If you haven't already guessed. And the plan is to come back here once I've grabbed that other character so I can give them the experience points because these guys aren't going anywhere. Unlike the Wolpers from earlier, who, those experience were there, I figured I might as well take them because, random encounter and all that. We will go straight to the lab. Over here, we will have our new companion, but first, what we have to do, well, what you do in every RPG when it's time to replace a companion, you go and take all of their armor, anything of value, before you send them on their way.
The thug sticks his chin out inquiringly.
Say, shoo, and gesture him away from your team.
Crump shrugs.
Fine. If you need me, you know where to find me.
Sorry, Crump. Leave, doing a full squat lunge at every step.
Now we're starting to get bored.
Yoko! Okawara presses his hands to his chest and rushes towards the robot. A strange couple, an android girl with a huge rifle and a grizzled long-haired scientist, hold each other in a lingering embrace. In a fit of feeling, Akira even tries to lift Yoko into the air, but his legs shake and instead the white falls to his knees, sobbing happily. Say, "Aww." Okawara stops hugging for a second. Exactly. It's a pleasure to meet an understanding person. Here, take this little gift. So he gave me the relic cat ears, which is actually, it's not terrible, but it's still kind of weird. He gives you a strange souvenir, a thin metal band with two plushy faux fur cat ears. Then he returns to Yoko. He finishes hugging and shakes your hand. He's clearly affected. Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Yoko, thank you for returning my daughter to me. Look at him in surprise and ask how it happened that a human gave birth to a robot. He spreads his hid hands in a condescending gesture. He's obviously hesitating a bit, choosing his words. Of course, she's not a daughter in the literal sense, but she is dear to me. Once again, thank you. Slap him on the shoulder, say, "Daddy!" and
Come
move
back
away.
again.
Something clicks inside the statue still Yoko. She raises her head.
Social mode. Senpai, please don't forget. Drink only clean water. Do not eat from the floor. And avoid touching suspicious objects. Please keep your badge in place so other employees understand your situation.
Grab Yoko's hand and shake it furiously. You'll show her the world of the dome. She must come with you.
The robo-girl effortlessly frees her hand from your grip.
My analytical package is more complex than the basic model. Despite your obvious intellectual disadvantage, I will consider your offer, Senpai. You should ask Akira's permission first, however.
So after hearing the word senpai many, many times throughout my life, but never actually bothering to look it up, apparently it means teacher or master, which I guess she's using it in a polite context here, in the same as saying, like, sir. Call Yoko a good robot and leave.
Now we're starting to get bored.
Akira is glowing with happiness. I have serviced Yoko's system, she's totally fine, and she's charging nicely. Thank you. Thank you with all my heart. Promise Akira a chocolate bar if he lets Yoko go with you. He stares at you as if you'd suggested something lewd. My Yoko? No, where did you even come up with such an idea? Wink at him and say, scientific approach. He shakes his head with an incredulous smile. You want to talk about the scientific approach? I'm sorry, but well, you know. Suddenly looks at you thoughtful. Although wait, you said you were traveling? If I were to send Yoko with you, it would be a promising scientific mission. No one has ever studied people with low intelligence under the dome before. My girl could be the first of her kind. And if you think about it, well, keep in mind that the whole yellow badge thing was to see what happens if they bring people like my character in here, so presumably someone was going to try to study us. He shakes your hand. Very well, I will send Yoko on a research mission with you. Promise that you will take care of her. I promise I'll take care of her, and I move away.
It was nice chatting.
Yoko's eyes start glowing again. She looks at you with well-modeled curiosity.
Hello, Senpai. I see you are fulfilling your research function. I would feel envy if I could.
flop that Akira has agreed to let Yoko accompany you.
The Robo Girl gives you a mechanical nod.
I accept your offer of collaboration, Senpai. I am ready.
Pretend you're invisible and move away.
I am Yoko, the new team member. Fox, your stress level is off the charts. I recommend you to seek psychological aid.
Oh, these two are gonna get along great. So I've snuck back into the morgue to look for the woman's brother Leighton. Let's see. Search the database for Leighton Langley. Your search doesn't produce any useful results. Among Magellan's dead employees, there's one Leighton Fleiss, who was electrocuted in 1973, and also Maria Georgia and Tabitha Langley, who were killed in a car crash in early 1975. But there's no Leighton Langley in the database. She also wanted me to look through all of the, morgue freezers. So there was no Leighton in any of the freezers either. Her brother is not here. So I went to the residential sector to empty my personal box to see what gear we can give Yoko. She has basically a sniper rifle. And she's also good with, high-tech weapons. We have a choice between a cryo laser, a penetrator, which I guess is a beam weapon of some sort, a dart gun, or a flamethrower. So I think that's a pretty easy choice. What are we going to give her in terms of armor? I think realistically we're going to give her the stuff that Crump had on, because she's very weak. If you take a look at her stats, Guts of 2, that's basically what dictates hit points, so she can't take much in the way of damage at all. Giving her that heavy defensive armor just makes sense. Although I imagine there's someone out there looking at me giving her that armor and thinking, you're crazy, what are you doing? We're going to give her the precision glasses, a backpack, it doesn't really matter what backpack. We're going to give her the cat ears, gives her a point in charisma, which doesn't really matter, but a point in perception, which should actually put her to 11. And there we are, perception of 11. And since she's all about ranged combat, what does that put her total perception to? Where is that? Or precision, 113. That's pretty darn good. Let's go ahead and give her the initiative boot. She doesn't need to move much. Give her the heavy weapons, gloves, generic belt, and what does she get for pants? Okay, well I think that's going to be Yoko's setup, at least for the time being. Let's close our bedroom doors, and as long as we're in Magellan, let's go shopping. I'm back, Margarita.
Wow, look what the wind blew in.
So her inventory hasn't actually updated since we heard last. She still only has $2 on her. Not really anything to do here. She picked up any other guns other than... No, it's just the hammer. Okay, we will move on.
Have a good one.
But we're also here to talk to Kepler.
Welcome back.
He greets you with a firm handshake. I went to see Holiday. He's already joking around, the little bastard. Things aren't as bad as they seemed. Placed the device at Nashville. Brightens up quite a bit at this news, even smiles. Thank you for helping me with this. Charlie will be happy to hear about it, and he wouldn't mind if you take his armor, I think. You deserve it. You sure he wouldn't mind? I mean, I'd probably mind if someone took mine, but I'm not going to. If you've been watching the Fallout 4 playthrough, I'm not really a fan of power armors. I might come back for it at some point, but you lose the ability to sneak, and I don't know. I think it's kind of more fun to just have your character on their own 2 feet. What I did forget the first time I was here was, you recall this woman, I got a couple of the oranges working again. I forgot to tell her. Yeah,
Well, you
they're back
please
to work.
talk with them.
Yeah, yes, you saved me. Thank you. For less than the experience I get from killing one Wolper. Well, he didn't have anything new either, but let's go ahead and take all his money too. just shy of 10,000, well, I was about to say caps, but 10,000 comp bonds. So this is interesting. Attila. Homemade club made of 2 parts of the Mobius manipulator fused together. You feel the heat radiating from the red hot end and have no idea why this is happening and what kind of energy source powers this object. Either way, this thing looks menacing and weighty enough to break other people's bones, if you manage to lift it, of course. So I did actually make this when I was recording for the first time. This is basically the last thing I did before I realized that I wasn't recording any sound. It looks really good, but it starts at level 1, and I don't have the skill to upgrade it. So I might as well hold on to this stuff until there's a possibility I'll have a use for it later. What I will do though is let's make 2 sets of flamethrower fuel. So that's the inventory dealt with, the shopping done, missions turned in, new companion picked up, and this should be our team for the rest of the game. And a nap had. Let's head off to the emulator. And since we've been here before, it lets us just jump straight to the emulator from here.
Russo compares the instrument readings with the data in her notepad.
Ah, it's you. You know, many emulator employees think you don't have the brain for this mission. Yet I believe in you for some reason. Prove me right.
You know, I'm curious. What do you have for sale? Nothing. Well, I thought I'd check. Okay, anomalous essence. Pour the anomalous essence on Henrietta's lab coat.
Cursing loudly, Russo catches the thick, sticky broth with her hands, then pours it deftly in a test glass. The anomalous essence flows inside without residue. Its consistency reminds of a rather fluidous yet viscous jelly, resembling a non-Newtonian fluid.
Not entirely sure what that is. I've definitely heard the term before, but I've never actually stopped and thought, what is... Well, I mean, I know at least conceptually what those words mean. I know it means something that doesn't behave, typical of physics, but what that actually entails, I'm not entirely... Maybe that's like the water repelling materials where you spray water on them and the water bounces off of it. Anyway.
Henrietta wags her finger at you.
God damn it, don't you ever do that again. I'm telling you as a scientist, not all things may be spilled on your colleagues. Apart from that, good job. Checked.
You know, if you don't want things like that to happen, you probably should have picked someone else to do this job. So the small relic, we're going to hide the transcriptor in your fist and ask Russo to guess which hand it's in.
Left?
Henrietta guesses warily. You happily show her your empty hand. Russo chuckles.
Sorry to disappoint you, but that's not the left one. So I guess correctly. Checking it on my list. Good job.
Give her the VR goggles.
The white puts the device into her desk drawer.
Well done. I owe you some sweets.
Yell, Magellan, emulator, and jerk furiously, mimicking electric current.
The white laughs, but takes a couple of steps back, just in case.
Yes, I've already heard you managed to fix everything. Kind of curious how electricians with a normal level of intelligence fail to do that.
It's all about the rat.
Your comparison surely plays against them.
And the drivers. Bring her the driver floppy disk in your teeth.
Russo's eyes widen.
Hey, careful, they're fragile. Thanks for your work.
Dance on the spot. You've done everything. You deserve all the sweets in the world, though you agree to have only half of them.
Henrietta is thoughtful.
I guess it's time to move on then. You know what? I'll need about 2 days to go over everything 1,000 times and make sure we won't just cook your brains with the emulator.
She looks at the teleglasses lying on the table.
That brain of yours is one of a kind. I mean, you can talk to Maelstrom, stay in its center without going mad or dying, and remain absolutely conscious at the same time. And you're the one to receive all those powers. The irony.
Russo shakes her head, looking at your yellow badge. She pats you on the shoulder.
Well, you can relax now. Chase cats or chew on tar, or whatever it is you do for leisure. It doesn't matter. Once I'll have everything ready, I'll send you a message. It will be a couple of days. Thank you for your work, employee.
Spread your elbows and leave with a pompous gait. So I'd forgotten that there's, points at which you're literally just waiting in this game. I'm thinking first I'm going to head back to the Nashville parking lot. Might as well get that XP and see how our new team member does. So this will be the first time that I've used a ranged weapon in this playthrough, which is a huge departure from how I played the game the first time. Like I said before, my first character was light weapons, well, mostly medical. By the end game, they had all sorts of different abilities, but it was really a light weapons character. But that meant I was going through ammunition from the very start of the game. So this will be a bit different. I definitely don't want to take on all four of them when they're in a clump like that, though. What kind of range am I going to get out of Yoko? Huge range. Okay, let's move back a bit. Actually, let's leave Yoko right here. Get my character and Fox. No, that's not what I meant to do. And get my character and Fox moving up. This could be very interesting having. Oh, what does wet do? Oh, not stuff that I care about. Yeah, go ahead and take that shot, Yoko. Let's see what happens. Take another. Let's see. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a infernal. Infernal. Well, I mean that means fire. So let's see. What do we have that can work against fire? This is energy damage. Okay, we definitely don't want the heat damage. Psychic damage is probably going to do just fine. That's a nice big hit. And go ahead and skip turn. Did that even do damage? Well, I mean, it will do damage now that she's on fire. Hitting with a flamethrower isn't going to make much sense. 8 AP, so that's a shot of maximum precision. Okay. Oh, and there goes my character running away. Which takes forever. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy with 3 shots. We can. And we'll wait just a moment for Fox to no longer be burning. Don't worry, Fox. It'll only hurt for a moment longer. And that worked out pretty well. So let's go ahead and get these two back into stealth. Now, if it's just one, I'd like to try out this Assassin Strike that Eiley has. Well, I guess Fox has it as well. But... oh, reload. Okay. We'll go with the blind shots. It looks like, yeah, blind shot does more damage. So as long as it's the first shot, might as well do that. Take another shot. Okay. Wait. Okay, I didn't actually expect him to manage to run past my other characters without them even noticing, or without it even noticing them. So, I'm gonna have to think about that approach a little bit more in future. So I don't really like the idea of him being right next to Yoko like that. This is gonna hurt. Not much, though. What are we... okay. Galvanic... I don't know what a galvanic necroid is. It's something I'm gonna hit with fire. I think I can work with this character.
I am analyzing your attack. Causes
Wait.
of error are unknown.
Why did she take damage again? Why is she still taking damage? Is that... Hmm. I don't know. Well, let's see. We'll go ahead and heal her. Oh, right. She is a robot, so first aid doesn't work on her. We need robot maintenance, which takes half as long. That's nice. So what I think I'll want to do is shoot it once with Yoko, and then quickly switch over to these two, and turn off stealth as it runs by. There we go. What type of... Necroid Commander. I don't actually know what that means either, but it means Psychic probably works. Yep, Psychic works. And save that AP. Go ahead and blast it, Yoko. Nice. You can't hit it from there, can you? No. Go ahead and move forward. Can you hit it from there? Yes, you can. And yeah, skip the turn. Let's see. Go ahead and shoot it with your big shot. Uses less ammo that way. Oh, there goes my character again. That's not very helpful, you know. Okay, Fox. Oh, this guy does bio damage. That means two things. One, her blade won't hurt him. It'll heal him. But on the other hand, it means he probably can't hurt her. Oh, and there's another level up. Alright, let's get these guys back in the team. Reload Yoko's gun, which is something that we can very easily forget to do. And let's go ahead and spend some points. Now, what I would like to do is, well, we'll get in the habit of putting 10 towards criminal. Well, you know what, let's put it to 140 so that next time we'll drop another 10 into it and it'll be done. Matter of fact, we dump the whole next turn into it? No, let's take it up to 140. And what are we going to want to put stuff into next? So initially I was thinking of just pouring a bunch into contraptions. But I haven't been using my grenades at all. So I think that'll come later. I would like to see science and tech going up. Which one do I want to do first? So I see learnability plus 10 at science of 60. Well, that's a few levels off. Let's put the rest into science. Oh. Okay, so I just climbed over a pipe to get here, and apparently there's... all these enemies are secrets. I'm not entirely sure why these guys are attacking me, but they are. Are all these guys going to be attacking me? Just in case, what I want to do is... So you see, I see the eye above this one, so I'll shoot him first.
There's outsider radiation everywhere. Someone passed through here scattering their light around.
Okay, so this guy definitely shot at me. Alright, so... let's... What's the one for two? Oh. Oh. Precision. That's interesting. Let's just go ahead and take another shot. just shy of a kill.
Someone touched us. Covered our places with their scent.
That's interesting. They seem to be on the... Oh. Oh, that's me running away. Again. Okay, well, who do we have? We have Fox. Hopefully Fox can take down this one. Alright. Can we move Fox? Yeah, let's retreat Fox. And drop Psi Confusion on at least one of these guys. Hopefully that does something useful for me. Hello. There we
Covered
go.
our places with their scent.
You know what? It probably couldn't hurt to get her into the kneeling position. That'll probably pay dividends. Even if it's not this turn. Who do we want to shoot? Well, we don't want to shoot the guy with Psi Confusion. 35. Alright, well, this entire turn will be me running my way back. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have put all my characters next to each other like that. That's just begging for a grenade. Yoko was standing there before, so I know I can get actually up on that pipe. Somehow I'm going to have to get I don't have to get across. I can start throwing grenades at them. Actually use that contraption skill. That'll have to wait for the next turn. Okay, Fox. Let's, who are we shooting first? Come on, crit. Oh, not quite. And you go ahead and save the,
Scent.
Let's go ahead and break out the flamethrower. I know these things are weak against flame. Actually, you know what? Finish this guy off. As long as we can, let's do it. Go ahead and reload. And yeah, save that AP. So it looks like as long as I'm standing here, they can't actually get over here. Do we want to use our fry grenades, or let's use the cheap grenades? Let's use them twice. Let's use them 3 times. And let's see if Fox can work some magic here. That's 1. Okay. Oh, not quite. Ooh. Finally, they managed to lay down a decent hit on me. Okay. Alright, so we can do... Yeah, let's do 2 basic hits again. And these things are so cheap. Let's just burn off another one. Alright. And let's go ahead and heal myself. So, I've run out of them, but I have like another 15 of them back at my personal box. So, for once we see a door that we can't possibly unlock. Required ability rank 155 out of 1,000. I don't think it's possible to get up to 1,000. There's something going on in here. It looks like we're never gonna see it. Went and put the fire psi glove that I have for Fox on her. It's only a level 3, but these things are weak to fire. Oh, but it only takes 3 action points to use. That's actually... Well, I mean, it'd be better if it actually hit. much better if it hit. Let's save the AP. Are these barrels? They are going to explode. Well, I don't have a problem with that. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, it's just going to drop it in one hit. Did that drop? Yeah, I think that thing's dead. Let's go ahead and... yeah, get you kneeling down. Oh, we have more fire damage. Let's go ahead, move up, and get into the fighting stance. And hunker down. Now let's see if Fox can just end this for me right here. That's one. That's two. Nice. So it looks like we're done here. Or at least as done as we're gonna be. So back in Picnic, where I figured I would turn in that quest with regards to Layton, we have an event here. At night, you reach your destination, Picnic Neutral Zone, but as you get closer, you notice some kind of fuss. There's clearly something wrong here. Turns out that a small flock of apparently hostile cockroaches is about to attack. You understand that a fight is inevitable. Well, let's see about flanking them. Well, it doesn't look like flanking is going to happen. We're right on top of them. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and put the fire weapon back on Fox, even though that's going to use a little bit of AP. 3 AP. Okay, well, that's not bad at all. Let's see. Pyrokinesis, what does that do? Hits all targets in the cone. No, oh! I didn't mean to click there, but it looks like it worked out just fine.
Anyone from Picnic? Give me a hand with this one.
Violator. Stop.
Okay, do we have anything behind us? We don't. Gonna keep using the flamethrower. Does that... okay, so that doesn't really have much in the way of range, unfortunately. Oh, that's 145 damage. Wow, okay. Oh, that uses a lot of AP, though. Yeah, save the AP.
Code 3. An employee's down. Send backup.
Violator. Stop.
Where'd you come from?
Off I go again. I'm gonna have to beef up my resilience. This is not gonna work. We get 3 attacks, so what I should do is actually move up 1 so that I can get off that pyrokinesis again next turn. And then 2 more on this guy. Guess not. As long as they keep shooting the turrets, we'll be okay.
You're dead.
The turrets can take a ton of damage. Alright. Are you guys in range? One of you's in range. Well, I could fix that. Let's move up 1. You missed one? How do you miss someone with a fireball? I'm not entirely clear how that works. Well, save the AP.
Violator. Stop the attack.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, keep healing Fox. We'll move Eiley 13 so we can get her in fighting stance.
Anyone from Picnic? Give me a hand with this one. Someone shoot them already.
Oh, okay, so we are getting back up. Well, this guy's gonna die anyway, because he's on fire. That's generally what happens when things are on fire. Let's see if we can. Well, we have enough AP to put down another shot. Let's start damaging this guy. We don't have enough time to do another one. Down they... Did they die? No, they just took damage. Alright. Let's see... Oh, just give it a whack. One down. Move up to the next one. He's just gonna run away. Alright. 3 shots for Fox.
Someone shoot them already.
The rounded turret should do them in pretty well. Oh, I guess not. Yoko, finish it off.
That's my blood.
Oh, jeez. What happened to, What happened to me there? I didn't catch myself taking all that damage. Well, I survived. So we haven't found your brother yet. Do you have any more leads? Standing guard, Paris is gazing over the hills, cloaked in swamp fumes. She stubs out her cigar and immediately lights up another. Well, were you able to get into the morgue? Say you've checked the dead personnel database and fridges at the morgue, found no sign of Leighton. She puckers up her mouth and begins to think. I'm sure if Leighton died, he died an employee of the new committee. You have to think. Must find him. She looks at the horizon. You know, I've been hearing about all these expeditions since the incident. A lot of employees were buried out there in the desert. They said it was too dangerous to bring infected bodies back to Magellan. Maybe Leighton's out there in one of those cemeteries? She takes out her kairos. Before this whole mess started, we were given the coordinates of such a place, one of the oldest cemeteries under the dome. Maybe my brother's there. I'll show you where it is. Here you go. Done. Say you'll check the graveyard and move away. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting to conclude this day right where I started it, but that's the way it played out. Moved this woman's quest on a little bit, got a new companion, got into a whole bunch of fights, got a couple level ups, delivered all the stuff to the emulator, where she said it would take about 2 days for her to get it ready. It takes about a day to walk down to Picnic, so it'll probably take a day to walk back. So if we do that now, we should be just in time for when the emulator's ready. But that will have to wait for the next episode, and I will see you then.